Good day, everyone. Psalm 36 to 7 reads like this. When I felt secure, I said, I will never be shaken. Lord, when you favor me, you made my royal mountain stand firm. But when you hid your face, I was dismayed. The only way that we're going to feel secure about everything that we do, the only way that we're going to feel that we stand in a firm and strong ground is when we do things according to God's will, when we walk with God in obedience and faithfulness and doing everything that is aligned to Him and doing the good things that He wants for us to do. As human beings, we tend to have this self confidence about ourselves, and it's not wrong that we get confident on things that we can do and things that we know how to do if we have the skills to do certain things. But it's very important for us to always be humble, because as the humans, we always make mistakes. We're always are gonna make errors. We're not self-sufficient. We're not 100% wise like the Lord is. So then we must always stand firm in our faith. We must always stand firm in our security that we have in Jesus Christ. We have to trust that He will always be there if we walk with Him, that He will always secure the ground that we walk on, that our ground, that our situations, that our lives will never be shaken if we walk with Him. Just like that psalm says over here, Lord, when you favor me, you made my royal mountain stand firm. When we walk in obedience with God, when we walk and we place our faith in Him and our eyes fixed in Him, He will favor us and He will help us in any situation that we put ourselves into. Why? Because He is that loyal, He is that faithful Father. He is the one that will never leave us nor forsake us. That is one of the promise that He gives us in His word. That's why it is so important for us to walk in God's wisdom, to walk according to His plan, to straighten our life according to His statutes, know the word, and to live by His word. The last thing that we want to do in our lives is to walk based on our own knowledge, based on our own wisdom, based on whatever we think is best for us. We're gonna make mistakes. We're gonna fall. We're gonna experience pain. We're gonna experience loneliness. We are gonna be walking alone if we don't walk with God. As humans, we see things very superficial. God knows our heart. God knows our plan. God knows what's gonna work for us. And He also knows what's best for us and what's not. The same way that we guide our kids, the same way that we guide our children and we educate our children and we counsel our children for them not to make the same mistakes that we do, the same way God guides us. So our life won't be shaken. So our life will be stable. So our life will be fruitful in Him, with Him, for Him. That's why, friends, it's very important to walk in obedience with God, in obedience with His word, because we want to be favored by Him. We don't want to be abandoned. We don't want for Him to hide His face from us. We're going to get lost. Our life will be chaos. Then we will be dismayed, just like the psalm says over here. It was only when God was with David that He favored him, that all the things went his way. And it was not until he fell into temptation He fell into sin that God hid his face from him. God does not want to abandon us, but he does not like sin. He will always love us, but he will not support the sin that we are committing. Everything that we do, everything that we say, everything that we think brings consequences. And we are going to go through life making mistakes and paying for those mistakes that we make. And that's why, my friends, I invite you to be obedient, to place your faith in Christ, to place your eyes in Him, and to aim for goodness on a daily basis. Try to be better every day of our lives. It's not easy, friends. It's a constant reminding, it's a constant doing, it's a constant change of heart. It's by having constant conversation with God. It's by living our life in constant praying, constantly. And if we fall one time, just to get up and continue and aim for being better the next time. Never fall and stay down. Let's aim for security. Let's aim for stable ground. Let's aim for firmness in our life. Let's aim for faithfulness to Him. So He will bless us. So He will favor us. So He will never hide His face from us. Have a wonderful day. Blessings.